Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here. We have the new event quest along with the side quest available as of today. So here is the side quest, Journey to the Savage Land, and when you go into it, you get this new message about the Strikers, which is the new function ability in the game where you can basically have another attacker come out and do some stuff for you. So in game you get the red compass, which you can go on this left lane that has the Oscillate node on it, and it's Oscillate 1, so the Oscillate's not that crazy, and I didn't look to see what what strength or potency it was, but Oscillate 1's the weakest, so it's not too bad. And then you got this strike counter with Colossus, so you can have Colossus come out. Now when I did this, it was a little bit awkward. Like, there were times where I tried to hit the button and nothing happened, but you'll see that. So I go in and I'm going to bring in basically a science team with SheHulk and Torch and Mr. Fantastic, and then I bring in Cosmic Ghost Rider and then Ebony Maw, just because I'm trying to learn him, get used to him. And we're going to go on this lane, and first we're going to go in on this Nebula with Cosmic Ghost Rider, and you can repeat these paths, although that's not really going to do you much any good, except getting like XP and some gold, which most people won't need any XP because they're maxed out at level 60, but if you need some practice or whatever, it's a good quest to kind of hit back up. So once you use the compass, you can kind of go back in. But I'm going with Cosmic Ghost Rider, and this is my first attempt seeing this new striker thing, and you can see that blue icon, so it's available from the get-go. And if you end with a light combo and then you hit the striker, it's supposed to have an unblockable for 10 seconds instead of 6 seconds. And you can see after that first combo I tried to use it and it didn't work. I got smacked. There I used it, it worked. It's kind of a little quirky. You get the unblockable buff, and that's, I don't know, I didn't really look at all the other nodes, but it's, yeah, we'll see if all of them are like that or not. I just end up throwing a heavy and then my L2 into the block just because I'm like, I just need to get rid of power, and then I try to dex the L2 and totally miss. So I think here I threw the special one. I think this next combo I'm going to try to throw out a Colossus again. I get smacked again. And I don't know. To be honest, I used the Colossus striker several times on this lane. Did it help me? I have a hard time saying it did, but I don't know. It's kind of a quirky mechanic. You can see that it's like slowly getting built back up. But yeah, so it was pretty dirty and ugly fight. But we get it down. And we're going to go into the next fight. And we got Cap Infinity War. And we're going to use, I think we use Mr. Fantastic on this one. Or do I go in with CGR again? I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, at least right now, for my first glance, my first try at this, the striker ability doesn't seem that useful. I mean, it's cool. The animation kind of thing is cool. You get Colossus coming out to do some smashing, and I feel like it's like you get to use like an extra special attack. Without using your actual power bar. And you can see there, I used it, and I don't know, I guess I was late, and he ends up hitting into the block. So I don't know if that's going to be the case most of the time. When I did enable it most of the times on this path, I was able to activate it and connect with the special attack. But yeah, we use Cosmic Ghost Rider again. Not much health, but it doesn't matter. He does tons of damage. We get those armor breaks and stuff on. So next up we have Punisher. So Punisher 2099, with Oscillate and taking specials into the block, that can be kind of nasty. But again, the Oscillate on this is just Oscillate 1, so it's nothing too crazy. I throw on all the pre-fights, and I'm just going to go with Mr. Fantastic. If this guy does throw 3 special ones, which I'm going to try to push him to do, his special one will hit like weak sauce. So once you get that careful study passive locked down, so that was kind of my plan, and just get up to special 2, and keep stacking those debuffs. So you got the debuff siphon, suppression, and petrify. So he's gaining quite a bit less power per hit, and we do have the power sting synergy going on with him and SheHulk, which is great. So if he throws a special, which I was trying to get him to throw, there we do connect with Colossus again, and it looks like it's just Colossus's special 2 that he's throwing. I think that's because he didn't throw it. I don't think we've thrown the special 1. I think it's always been the special 2 with that striker mechanic. There I dex, and I get hit by the special 1. That's no big deal. It was under the careful study passive, so it didn't even hurt that bad, which is kind of nice. And then we're going to move on. Now here we have Rogue, and I'm just going to go in with Ebony Maw, and I do try to do some faltering and missing, and it kind of messes me up a little bit, but we get this fight down. These fights aren't all that difficult. I am using rank 3, rank 5 attackers and whatnot, but these fights are not difficult. The health pools are not that crazy. There I was trying to get off a heavy. I thought I might be able to get it, but with his animation, it wasn't able to connect, so I get whacked. We're gonna push her over to the wall, falter, and I'm just gonna stand there. She's gonna miss a few times, degen, which is nice, and then I let up a little bit too much, and I got whacked again. Throw the special 2, lots of damage from the degen, which is nice. Yeah, we're gonna get Rogue down. I think we end up throwing the striker there. Boom, we're unblockable. We're gonna throw off our special 1 to activate that Fury, and then we're gonna get back to another special 1 and nullify that. And here we go. Boom. That's the second mission. We just need 1 more, which is either get a falter or a heavy. I think, do I heavy knock her down? No, we didn't end up getting the persistent charge. That's right. So we got her down again. Not too clean of a fight, but we did use the striker Colossus to clean her off at the end. And I don't know, first impressions, again, I don't know. I'm kind of undecided. It's a little bit early. Trying to see like the good use of it. Like Colossus on this one, you know, he's throwing his special 2. It was hitting decently hard, but nothing too crazy. So I mean, it's basically another special attack without having to use your specials, your power bar. But here we're gonna go back in with Mr. Fantastic. I like using Mr. Fantastic. You know, a lot of people use him just for the pre-fights and whatever, but he can actually hit really hard. He can really shut champs down, shut down their power gain, shut down their combat power gain, and just kind of make them hit like a little wet noodle. And you know, if the health pools were a little bit larger, you'd see me build up all 3 of the pre-fight debuffs. You see him get locked down, special 1, possibly even special 2, and you know, get up to the L3 Fury, and he can do a lot of damage. The Oscillate node, kind of annoying because they just kind of turtle up when they have that armor up, and then super aggressive when they have that passive Fury. So the AI is pretty predictable, but you know, when the armor up is up, you just never know if you can. Generally, you could probably like spam heavies in the corner and get away with it, even if they have a bar of power. But every once in a while, they'll throw their special and whack you if you try to get too greedy. We're gonna hold that heavy, hit him with the heavy, and that's going to let those debuffs have a longer duration before they expire. And here we're trying to get that special one off. There we go. He throws a special one, and we retaliate with the heavy. So we got all three of the debuffs. We got the careful study passive special one. You see, like, he's gaining very, very, very little power, which is pretty awesome. That suppression, it does some work. The spacing on the special one is pretty nice. You can get the heavy off fairly easily and refresh all those debuffs. And I think we finish them off here with a special too. So Red Hulk down, path is cleared, and we're gonna go to the boss, which is a Tigra, and we're gonna use pre-fights of Mr. Fantastic. And the cool thing about this quest, again, no energy, doesn't cost any energy, and you can redo these if you want to practice on a certain champ. It's kind of cool that you can redo them. You can redo them with like hero use on and stuff like that. Combat solo, the 7-hour solo combats. So it's got Achilles heal, so she takes 20% less damage set from specials and heavies and unblockable. Got rise to power, which means if she touches you after you knock her down, she's going to gain power. It's got Extinction protocol, so she's going to constantly be gaining more and more power, block penetration, all that kind of stuff. And then what was the last load? It was Footloose. Yeah, so you want to be able to deal with the unblockable and the evades, which SheHulk is really good for. So I'm going to try to push her over to the wall. I got the Mr. Fantastic debuffs on, so the suppression is helping me to minimize her combat power gain from me smacking her around. We get over to the wall, we knock her down, so we got that 4-second timer that's going, so if I blocked anything, she's going to gain power. And I'm trying to get her to throw a special, but she's not. I get tagged. I'm like, okay. There, now she throws. I do still have the slow up, and there we throw on the petrify from the special 2. We're going to refresh the slow. So now if she does hit into my block, she's actually going to lose power because I got the 2 petrifies on, one from Mr. Fantastic and one from SheHulk. She throws that nasty special 2. We're just going to back up, and I try to counter with the heavy, and yeah, I was a little bit too close, but we'd hit one more hit, tap her over. So that's all it was. Not too bad. Red compass lane is down. You get the other compasses through like doing the event quest and getting like the little solo objectives completed. I'll end up doing those at some point soon. But thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped give you an idea of what you can do. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.